Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to Customer Moments. This is Dirk.
And this is Marcia, and we are on a mission to make companies more customer centric.
Last week, we've talked about a first customer moment. As we said, customer moments is a tool that we use in companies to create more awareness for being a customer, thus serving customers. It was about an internet site that Marcian and I used to host our podcast, and we wanted to add a second one. And we ran a little bit into problems because the second one seemed to require to go from a free to a paid plan, which we were fine with. But then it only gave us the eligibility to pay more seats for more channels. And we wanted to take a step back and had to talk to customer service because we wanted to make a more thorough decision. So as we talked about it last week, the exchange with the customer service was technically fine. It was a clean transaction. And we've talked about their choice of words. They
Yes.
repeated a couple of times, you've been, if you want to do this, we're happy to downgrade you. And they've been using a couple of words that are pretty strict and limiting, like immediately and other
hmm
words. And we felt, although this is technically all okay, it doesn't build the relationship. Now, Marcia, we've received another email from them after they confirmed our downgrade.
hmm
And that email has a totally different sound. Let me read it to you. Dear Dirk, and it is important to say the first emails just started with hi. Now it is
hmm
Dear Dirk. Hope you are doing well today. I hope you received previous email in response to your support ticket. Please feel free to write back to us any further inquiries, as we would be more than happy to assist you. It goes on and on and on. And then your feedback will help us serve you better. Have a great day. And then even has a smiley. So when I saw this email, it felt like as if I received this from a completely different organization, not from the podcast provider, because it was so different in tone.
Yeah, true. And it's interesting that how the same company may have different ways of using words to relate to customers, which, as you said, looks like from a different company. And we are reflecting on how companies are talking to customers, and in the customer centricity world, having a reliable, repeatable experience, creating something that makes the customer feel, oh, I know them because this is always how that company relates to me. In this case, seems like, oh, who are these people? Right? So it's a
Yes, where did
reflection,
they come
interesting
from?
reflection. Yes.
Yeah, so when we're talking customer experience, which you mentioned, usually we're looking at a pyramid which has three levels. The first one is meets needs. And for this
hmm
company, for sure, they met my needs. I subscribed, I wanted to take a step back. They took it
hmm
back, it met my needs. Secondly, in the customer experience pyramid, there's easy. So it was fairly easy when I look at the emails, that we exchanged back and forth. They replied fast, short emails, done, very easy. But the top of the pyramid is enjoyable. And this
Yes.
is where they fell a little bit short last week. Now, this
Yes.
email all of a sudden has that enjoyable moment. And when you and I talked about this, I felt like it's a startup. On their
hmm
website, they claim that they've been in this business for 10 years. But interesting enough, this is as if you have a customer service team and they operating with a certain philosophy. And then they thought, oh, maybe we should hire a couple of customer understanding people. And they took off with their philosophy of customer understanding. So what's
hmm
missing for me here is what's that company's or that startup's personality? Who do they
Yes.
want to be when they interact with me? Do they want to be the efficient ones, technically sound, everything fine, fast, or do they want to be the warm ones that say please actually 6 times in an email and use smileys? I can appreciate both, but it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in a way.
Yes. And it's interesting that we are having this conversation as consultants, but as customers at the same time. And from the customer's perspective, if we look at ACT, It's an X-ray that we are taking from the company, and we look at what is behind, what is really there inside. We are calling this personality because have people talking or writing the emails or even creating the message, the programmed message there, but it reveals the company to customers. And when we know that they can plan for that or involve all the people in the organization, this is consistent. And this enjoyable piece that you said is truly important in the customer experience.
Yes, and for everyone who's listening to us, what we will do, we will actually offer those 2 podcasts in the emails to the CEO. We already looked him up. Because the thing is, what happened if they infused the enjoyable piece, the warm side of the customer understanding team into the customer service team? Imagine the customer service team wouldn't just be efficient, but they would also build the relationship. And I guess that's the reason why we're talking here. It is there's opportunity for this company to, maybe they're doing great because everybody does podcasts these days, but maybe they could do even better. And in the market space, there's so much competition. The one thing that really makes a difference is the loyalty. And this is created with enjoyable, with using all 3 elements of the pyramid and not just being efficient. That's not enough anymore today.
It's true.
Yes. See, this is a conversation other than our typical episodes. This is not scripted. Well, we hope you enjoyed our follow-up to the customer moment. By the way, and if that CEO writes us back and has an opinion, we will share it on this channel too. This is Dirk.
Yes. And this is Marcia, and we are on a mission to make companies more customer-centric. Thank you.
We are. Wherever you are, stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.